Hi there. It's me, your friend. Apparently I'm all by myself again. Hate it when this happens.
Yeah,
There we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Figgah Bangin, late edition. Eric's fault.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm
Tonight
fulfilling the
we have
stereotypes today.
almost everybody. We have the Humpalizer, Mr. Brian Brink.
Happy Hump Day.
It's like Hump Day, like 3 months later. It's fucking this week doesn't die.
Yes. All week. That's funny. I thought yesterday was Monday.
I thought yesterday was like Thursday.
Hmm.
I was like, what the Oh,
Week's all jacked up, huh?
It's almost over. It's 2 more days.
Oh,
it's just 2 more days. At least tomorrow's payday. That's good.
hey,
Tomorrow's
big money
not
grip
Friday.
over there.
We also have Mr. Eric B.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Sorry I'm late. Daddy duty's called. Daddy duty's handled. I am here, ready to party with you guys. What's up, chat squad?
Excuses. It's a gnat. Where did it go? Damn it.
Apparently,
There he is.
he don't want to be caught. Sanjay in the
Where'd he go?
building. Is this the first time for Sanjay on a Wednesday night with the Figgah Banger crew?
Sanjay's
say it's the first since I've been here.
diecast.
That's Dr. Diecast. I doxed him.
Uh-oh. Quick, what's his address?
Hey, yo. I'm not doing that, though.
Alrighty. Let's jump right into this because I am very tired. And let's see. Hold on. Go away. We got change you. We might have to go wide today. Spoilers.
So, a 3X shirt?
We're already there, my friend.
Fair enough.
That's alrighty. Hold on. We're going mobile for a second.
Oh, it's on location with Ace.
Going mobile. As I put this contraption together. Alright. Just about ready. And we hope the
Well, while you're working on that, Brink, I got a question for you. Did you get the MMC motif? The tape?
The who?
The cassette rewind?
Oh, no. I don't go past season 2. Well, I guess I do movie, but come on, I'm not letting those things.
Oh, you do movie? You have a hot rod? You hater?
Yeah, I do.
That's right.
Well,
You don't like. You like
the
riding,
fans
not
of
hot rod.
rod. I mean, how good?
Ugh.
It's not that good.
Ugh. It's the worst one.
I remember when he reviewed that still to this day.
Fucking pile of garbage. Alrighty, so tonight we are doing. Hey, Fitz.
Hey!
Whoa.
It's
Man,
a digging.
That's a
Let's
handsome
actually
beast.
get a little closer, actually.
Hey, let's go.
So this is the Super 7 Ultimates Thunder Tank.
There we go.
It is a big tank.
It's a big unit, man.
It is a big boy. So it's not. It's. I kind of thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. I'm glad it's not. But like when the guy takes a picture of holding the box is much bigger than the actual figure.
Yeah, I think that was blown up. And shout out to EE for calling it out right away. He's like, "There's no way that thing is that big. That just doesn't line up."
And the fact that it's in the box, in a shipper box, in a shipper box, in a shipper box.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So that's something to be aware of. And they also put
It's a box.
the corner
Trying to be
packers
another
on all of
box.
it. So I'm trying to cut the corner packers off all these things. Ugh.
Yep.
So who you order from?
Super 7.
Okay, all right. So you got an extra shipping box then, because I got mine from Sideshow and I only had 3 total boxes, including the.
No, I think I had an extra one. I think
box.
it was a box and a box and a box. In a box.
Yeah, mine was a box and a box and a box. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I only threw out 2 boxes, so that's all I remember.
Well, yeah, that's it. 2 shippers, 1 the toy box, 3 boxes.
Yeah, Ace counted 4.
Oh, my bad.
I would have to double check. It's either 2 or 3 shippers, but there's a lot of shippers. So, real quick, besides the tank itself, you also get some Thundranium.
Oh yeah.
It's
big unit.
Thundrillium. Thundrillium.
So it's Thundranium.
No, Thundranium's the bad kind. Thundrillium's the good kind.
Oh, excuse me.
Fun facts with Brinks tonight.
Yep.
Looks good.
You get that. You also get the single accessory for a figure, which is a little weird, but you get Panthero's little wrench tool thing.
The Samoflange.
It has a name.
Samoflange. That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Says it on the box.
Remember the
there. Come on, keep up.
outtakes? It's like, what the fuck is a Samoflange?
It's the same thing as Thundrillium.
Right.
Then we also have a shield, which just pops on top.
Wait, Ace, you didn't get a headband for Panthero in that box? You should have had a bandana.
I didn't see no bandana.
At least it says it on the side of the box. I never checked the accessories. I didn't care.
And then because it was the 80s and everybody had to have an underwater mode. When you go underwater, you need your clear canopy or can of peas.
Right.
Yeah, man. That's how mine's going to be displayed.
I dig it.
With the clear shell.
So, we're probably going to have to go mobile on a lot of this.
I wish we could just have the theme music playing in the background the whole show.
I know. That would be hype.
I can hear it right now.
First of all, he does it. Throw it like a character. It does roll. There's 2 little casters here on the bottom and 1 kind of fat caster back here. It doesn't roll on the treads itself. The treads are rubber. So the treads are rubber or probably silicone because it's more durable. But none of this moves. So these don't actually roll.
What? No,
Yeah,
they do.
They do?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can force them to roll, but they don't really roll.
No.
So they're on separate levels.
Because when you move it, it just kind of slides.
You gotta
Nah,
push on it.
Stuck. Yeah.
Push.
I'm not.
Down.
It's going to be hard for you to show that off as a solo person.
Yeah,
So Ace, you don't have.
With my hand, it is a little unwieldy.
You don't have to demonstrate it, but those little canisters that roll at the bottom of the tread, they spin if you try.
Yeah,
They
these
spin
feel like
separate up the edges.
Yeah,
But
they spin.
you're really in practicality. If you're gonna room it, you're not gonna be rooming on these.
Yeah. Put it on the carpet and do it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get my overhead. Let's get the overhead cam.
Yo, you got to get the wife in on this, Ace.
Yeah.
I'll have her help you out, give you a hand.
So without doing anything else to it, like transforming it or whatever you want to call it, real quick, he's got obviously the back is the big honking chonking piece, and then in the front in the cockpit, there's 2 molded seats. There's two sets of controls.
Do the controls move?
I was just about to say they do not.
Okay.
Although the Lion-O side only has 1 control panel, whereas the Panthero side, because Panthero always drives, has 2. You've got. It's gonna too much shadows, but there is you have like a little readout here and a bunch of painted buttons. There's a bunch of control panels here because 80s control panels everywhere. Thankfully, it does have the best part of the Thunder Tank, in my opinion, that's ever existed, and that's this thing. Don't know what it's supposed to be, but it was everything.
Gear shifting.
When you got to transform, you turn it. When you got to go underwater, you turn it. When you got to shoot something, you turn it. Turn it. It does what you need to do.
Does it turn?
It does not turn though.
Oh, that's a shame.
You got your little throttle control, whatever. Mirrored panel, I think it's the same. Oh no, it's different. It's hard to. I might have to go. That's probably gonna make somebody throw up because I'm sideways, but. And we do get the big old chunk of teeth, which will show off it more in a minute. Big old paws.
Big old paws. Big old paws.
So it does transform, I guess you could say, to the battle mode. So on the original toy, I'm pretty sure it's been probably 30 years since I touched one, but I remember like the whole thing kind of lifted up, and then the bottom jaw would fold down.
Yeah, there's like there's an armature underneath on wheels that would just prop the whole front of the tank up.
Right, and it would kind of like sit up on the red parts.
The red parts would basically just drop down because the whole center of the thing was raised. Yeah.
So this guy, we can lift up the arms on a ratchet. So these are ratcheted, and then the ratchets stop at some point, and it becomes friction. But it ratchets to there.
Good.
And you can move down. We'll get lower in a second. Actually, we might be able to just kind of. And then the jaw opens that way, so it opens up instead of the lower jaw going down.
Right.
So you can actually keep it level.
Do it that way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can actually keep it level and proper. You also got it.
Oh yeah.
And I believe this just pulls out. Yeah. So he's got the nose cannon.
I'm gonna eat you up.
Ace, did the cannons on the red parts there, did they articulate at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
They go up and down.
The old toy did that too.
So then, up top, you do get the big old Thundercat symbol, and then there's the back.
Yeah.
Super clean. I dig it.
You get your thrusters and whatnot.
Any compartments back there? Does anybody know?
Compartments?
Yeah,
So I thought
wondering.
when it was closed up in the cartoon, you can walk in and out of the back, but it doesn't open on this.
There's a molded door, but it's not.
Was that in the episode? Like that was a thing? I don't remember that.
That was a thing.
Apparently, I didn't take off all the shipping stuff.
Still wrapped inside.
So inside, so we can probably lift up on here. Yep. You can probably And then does this rotate? What do you?
It does. Once it's all the way up, I thought.
Now we can get rid of the packaging. Okay. So inside we get 4 seats. They're a little bit narrow for a 7-inch figure, but you can sit figures in there.
Well, those figures can't really sit normally, so that probably doesn't matter.
We do get.
I think they made them back seats for Wile E. Kid and Wile E. Cat.
Yeah.
Just in case the passengers in the back forget who they are, and just in case the ones on the other side can't see too good, there's another one on that side. More doodads and bips and bobs and buttons and readouts. And 80s, so you got to have a grid for whatever reason. And then the centerpiece is the cannon, which I do feel should come up higher. Like it clears everybody's head, but like I know the toy was higher, but like I feel like it should have been a little bit higher.
Yeah, I think that's all you get on that one.
Find some.
There are foot pegs, so if you want to stand somebody on there and have them locked in.
That's Myra.
I believe, these handles can rotate. So if the figure you're using, if you can't get them to hold them straight on, you can have them kind of flare them out. And even that's all painted up nice.
I'm not seeing any pics with that cannon raised super high.
Yeah, I don't think it goes any higher. There's the nose gun, I guess you call it. And then there's the
Did you
Ace,
charge it
what's
up, Ace? Ooh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
What's the paint like? Is it got like a finish
I don't think
like
I don't think
Keith
I don't think it is
does, or
I think it's a Keith special.
Keith special? Yeah. Some
'Cause,
kind
I mean,
of
like,
spray
this-
on thing.
Like these inset pieces and stuff like that, but like this is plastic.
Like the claw on that cannon, the white part, that seemed to have a painted finish on it, but I couldn't really tell.
It does. You talking about
yes,
right there?
Yeah.
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 It's got
But
a
I'm
finish on it.
But it's all gray,
Mm-hmm.
base plastic. Let me grab a figure.
You asked Brink to grab a figure. It'll be back in 2 minutes. 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Got my Thundercats right there.
See?
Hanging out.
Boom.
Right there.
Come on, Ace. Shahadi's on deck. Oh, good. At least he don't have to take it out the box either. Where's Derek B when you need him? Come on, man.
Yeah, sitting isn't the best.
Nah.
What do you call it?
You know, don't get so much out of that.
Super 7 is good at. Probably take this off too, huh?
Oh, he got the alternate version of Lion-O.
My blue one is in the.
Lion-O.
My blue one.
Ace always has to flex with his repaints.
Yeah, real. Oh wow, yeah, he's got a hard time setting home track.
Dude.
Let's you can kind of see the eye level.
Right.
They can't really see too great, but
Hey, man, you got controls for that. You don't need to see. Watch the monitor.
I mean that's what this all means. That's
There you
sick.
go. It's sonar.
I mean, the Thunder Tank probably drives itself.
Boom.
You would hope so.
Look, he already got the wind flowing through his hair because he got the drop top. He's perfect for it. Look at him.
Convertible.
Ace, how long has this been sitting in the light? Did it charge up that other gimmick?
I got that covered.
Bet. Feel the magic, feel the roar. Let's not get a copyright strike.
Yeah, I can't believe I own this and haven't opened it yet. Like, just need to do it.
Do it.
Let's see what they look like sitting in the back.
Oh, they.
Yeah, I mean, so they look convincing.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, that works.
Like if you look at it from the side, you can see he's not really like butt on the seat. But I mean, it's fine.
Can the top close with his big hair? Yep. Look at that. Fantastic.
Night, Lion-O.
It's a dream come true. Never thought we'd ever have this. Could you imagine, like, if you're the mutants, and then all of a sudden Panther pulls up in this thing, like, knowing how big it is now? It really is a tank, man. It scares these guys out of the way.
I guess if you wanted to, you can have somebody stand on top, surf it while he's driving. Stay. So yeah, that's the skill. So this is definitely a big boy. You can, if you want, you can chomp on somebody. It actually almost eats them all the way.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Like, so all the moving parts, they feel good. Like, you mentioned the arms already, but like the mouth and things, it's not.
It's like a big. It locks into place. It's only got one stop. Right, it's like a.
Okay.
It's not a ratchet per se, but it's it's got resistance.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And then it'll snap closed. There's a couple little nitpicky things that you can technically get into. I've seen people complain that there's peg holes that kind of hang out.
Yeah.
So that's the seat. That's the seat. The can of peas. Right. So they have they have places to locate, so it's not just floating. I don't really give a shit, but there's people that care. I've seen people complain about the hinges because you can see the metal of the hinge. Again, don't really care. I do kind of wish, because you can kind of flap those open all the way like that. I kind of wish there was kind of like a hard stop, like something like that. So they're not like flat down like that. I think
Yeah, I
that
can
looks
see that.
better. But nitpicky. Yeah, I've also heard people complain because there's visible screws.
Two visible screws.
Visible screws. Again, nitpicky. Don't care.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the Thunder tank you wanted when you were 7 years old. And instead, you got
It's crazy people nitpick on that. They probably forgive more of other companies.
I mean,
Well, I think there's probably there's always some new people who've never really shelled out this amount of money before, and have just different expectations for what Xbox gives you. If I was to nitpick, I might nitpick those hinges a little bit, just a little bit. There might be other ways of doing it to make it look cleaner.
So there is.
Yeah,
we can hear.
Okay.
No, that's not. I mean, that's not a bad assessment they're bringing. I feel you.
Because considering how big it is, right? Like the panels are very, very small, very thin.
Yeah.
You know, you expect them to be more girthy. But I mean, Ace, the front paws, like how thick is the plastic that makes those shells? Is it the same width as the doors? Yeah.
I can give you an exact number if you want.
Get out your calipers or whatever.
Hold on.
He really going to get a measurement tape.
So, Brink, if I ask you to get a pair of calipers, how long does it take you?
Not very long. But like
2.74 millimeters.
2 millimeters. Almost
3 millimeters, which is 0.108 inches. These screens aren't the best for visibility.
Well, when I look at it in real,
Or 7/64 of an inch.
When I look at the camera and I see the walls of those paws, I'm looking at it. I'm like, damn, that is like paper thin. But I pull around a ruler in front of me and I look at 3 millimeters. That's actually really good. It's just that this thing's so goddamn big. If you're looking at it and not in person, I can see people making those kind of criticisms. But
Yeah,
I mean, is it Ace? Is it rigid? Is it sturdy? Like if you grab it wrong, does the plastic bend or? Yeah.
Feels like normal plastic to me.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
So Brink, you haven't taken yours out the box then at all yet.
No. I just haven't.
I think
I was
you'll
the
enjoy
place
it. If
I
you
was
keep
going
it,
to.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, the place where I was going to put it, I had to use as a setup area for NJCC, and I haven't gotten that place back to snuff yet, so I can open up this big giant thing and put it out. My staging area, I gotta put my staging area away. You think I would have done that 3 weeks ago, but life gets in the way.
Living that bachelor life, bro. Bachelor life.
So there is one more gimmick, and we can actually.
Oh.
Wow.
What did you just do? That's pretty slick. I don't know what you just did, but that's slick. You just take an LED light and just shine it over it?
So the lights, so the eyes glow. They all glow in the dark. They're not LED, which is good and bad. But they are glow in the dark. The original photos were white glow in the dark, which I don't know if it exists. To be fair,
looks good though.
But so just so you guys know, the way glow in the dark works is it's reactive to the UV light spectrum. So this is a black light, and if you charge them up with UV light, they'll glow extra good.
Aha!
Wow,
I've learned something tonight.
That's why if you hold glow in the dark up to a light bulb, you gotta hold it there for like fucking 3 hours to get it to glow up for 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
At least when you were a kid. I don't know how much UV is in LEDs, but
yeah, it always worked better when you put it in the sun.
Yep. So if you notice, this charges it up super quick and super strong. So I heard people complaining because they originally showed them with white eyes. Again, super nitpicky.
Yeah, I would imagine that was a render of some kind. The original teaser.
I'm pretty sure you can't do white glow in the dark. I'm sure someone will say, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, having them light up would be a kind of a neat feature, but I would be more interested in seeing like the panels lit up or something like that.
But I mean, it's still pretty strong because even in with the lights on, you can still see it's green because it doesn't look green when they're not charged up.
Right.
I mean, but most of the time, glow in the dark it has a greenish hue to it.
Yep, it's just that in the first renders they showed it was white.
Yeah.
So of course someone's gonna say, "Oh, actually, it's only been white."
I mean, like a red LED in the mouth or something would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would
from a display perspective. Not that that's.
But what's funny is
not like it did that on the show or something, but
there's no red even in there.
Yeah, I know.
It's just big.
It'd be a nice accent though.
Yeah, just for pictures and stuff.
Hey, can the Thunder Tank eat the Thundrillium?
Oh, from that episode.
Boom.
You can't close the jaw.
Close enough though.
I think you're supposed to turn it upright so that the Thunderdome doesn't fall out of the crate.
Maybe we can get it on an angle.
Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay.
Too wide underneath on the bottom.
It'll fit, but I'm trying to. It would have. There you go.
There you go.
All right, close enough. This is as close to that one gimmick we do every other week.
Right.
Closest you gonna get.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I was wondering. There's a cut in the molding right here.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell is it? Well, why did they even do? Like, I saw that kind of quickly. I was like, why did they do that? And it's because of that.
Yep.
Now, Ace, it's not watertight, right? So if you put it in the water, the Thundercats will get wet, right?
I mean, I would have to run the bath to find out.
You know, cats don't like getting wet, Brink. There you go.
I mean, it's pretty fucking cool. I mean,
It is.
just as a display piece. Like, even if you got nothing else but this, Lion-O, Panthro.
I just thought of something that I would have liked them to do.
What? What's
And I
wrong with
wish
it?
I had thought about it a long time ago, and maybe if I wrote to them, they would have done it.
Dear Mr. Seven, I like toys.
I think I would have liked it if you could separate it into two pieces, the front and the back,
For what?
so that maybe you could like if you
Bad
have a
idea.
smaller shelf, you could just put the
like
front
it was
in.
crashing through a wall.
Well, not crashing through, but like you could just have the front of the tank on the shelf, and you have your Thundercats around it. And if you don't have a place to display this huge monstrosity all on its own, that would have been a kind of neat idea, I think.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Ejecto front end.
Yeah.
Only if this was the button to eject it and it was spring loaded.
Yeah,
And you had it.
that would kind of be cool though.
Yeah.
And it had to be. And
For
it
an
would
extra
have to, like,
$200, they would have made it happen.
Yeah.
and it would have to launch through your body if you stood in front of it. That's how strong I want.
I kind of like the crashing through the wall idea. Like that would have been kind of sweet. Just to
Oh,
have
yeah,
that coming
cool.
through the wall.
They could have included
Understood.
like a cardboard backdrop, like they would have done with the Rancor Hasbro.
Oh, they should have
And,
made that. They should have made that a stretch goal.
Yeah. That would have been a neat idea. Damn, I wish I had thought about that 3 years ago. I would have wrote in.
Well, they sold over
Like, hey.
5,000 units.
I was like, hey, separate it. Have it snap in two pieces.
You got.
Hey, you guys over there.
How hard could it be?
I mean, you. Well, technically. Well,
I think structurally it would have been loose. You really would have had to make some anchor somewhere to
And then-
lock that front end to that back end.
They're smart people. They could have figured it out.
I kind of want to 3D print one of these propeller things. Just like leave it on the wall.
Like
And
a
just leave it on the
life-size
wall.
one?
So when you come in, you can just you just twist it.
It's a good idea.
Oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom. Let me flush the toilet.
You know, it's funny. It's from the show. Like
I
the
lost
way
my
they
keys. I
have
gotta open the door.
So the way they have it in that tank, where it's raised up off the console, that's not how I imagined it. I imagined it to be more inset into the console, like
Like an internal gear almost.
yeah, that's what I would have thought of it would have been more like. I'll have to watch some videos.
Artistic liberties.
Look at the shifter down there too. I thought the paint and detail interior to the cockpit and also the back end there was pretty good. They did a good job, and I don't know if that's hand painted or not, but whatever they did, it was really good.
No, I would assume they'd be tampos.
Okay.
You don't get clean circles like that with hand painting.
Listen, for $500, I expect the best, so it's fine.
Yeah, I
And
wish
Tampos is
I'd
the
have
best
to.
way to go. It's clean.
I'd have to get a screen grab of it somehow, but yeah, I can't find a picture of Panthro starting the Thunder Tank. But yeah, I thought it was more of like an inset thing, like more of a knob for your air conditioner in your car or something like that. But
This is so cool, though, man.
I couldn't find any really good gifts. But by the way, that's
Holy smokes! Look at that.
that's the original toy. That's how big that was.
They showed one of the very early on. They had a 3D printed paw, and they were showing that next to it.
So, I mean, I had that toy as a kid. And,
I talked about it before. I had the ghetto version. I had the RC one. It would always go forward, and then when you press the button, it would go back into the right.
Right. Yeah, I hated those. Did it have a cable attached to it too?
No, it didn't have a cable, but it had the really, really long wire.
Yeah. That's
like a 4-foot long wire that would just dangle like this when you moved it.
Yep. And actually, I had it for a while. I sold it at NJCC like 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. With all my other Thundercats. Yeah, those are in rough shape. I played with my Thundercats a lot as a kid, so they were this.
Chat Squad, how many of you guys wanted this as a kid and didn't get it? That was me for sure.
I had a lot.
got it as an adult.
I had a lot of ghetto versions of toy. Like my Voltron was a little rubber, like this tall Voltron.
I remember that one. It felt like an eraser.
Pretty much. That was my Voltron, and my friend,
an eraser.
my best friend at the time that lived across the street. He had the real Thunder Tank. I had the ghetto Thunder Tank. He had the Matchbox Voltron. I had the ghetto Voltron. But he had Snarl and I think Sludge, and I had Grimlock.
There you go. You were winning. You won that one.
Did I have any other one? I think I just had Grimlock. But yeah, there's really not else a ton to say about it. Basically, a big box to hold your Thundercats and blow shit up. It doesn't have any blast effects, which is a little disappointing. I would have liked to have blast effects for the guns.
Yeah, that would be cool. But you got a 3D printer. Yeah,
that's what that's simple enough to remedy.
So I do have a question. How do you guys plan on displaying this one due to its size, just sheer size? Like, what's the plan for you guys?
I'm hoping mine fits in my display cabinet, which is in that disaster over there on the bottom.
Okay. The glass one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to hang over the edge because it's like, I'm going to get a tape measure while you're talking.
Cool.
I only plan on vroom in mine for a little while and then put it back in the box, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I just want the experience of really, really messing with it and admiring it for a bit. But look at the size of that damn thing on his table. It doesn't even. It's even too wide for the shelves that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Won't
fit on a Billy.
And it's like, people always talk about, get a glass coffee table, something like that. Like, no, I really like my wooden coffee table. It's got like tile inlays in it. I really, really like it. I don't know if is it possible to like mount it sideways on a wall somehow. I have no idea, but no clue.
So I think mine is gonna go on one of those Home Depot, Lowe's, black racks, and I'm going to have the Thundercats that I have out there with it, and I might combine that shelf with the Silverhawks because I don't have a whole heck of a lot of these figures.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're the same.
And I'm gonna do the same. They are. So
Silver Tiger something that only lasted like 3 episodes.
Tiger Sharks.
Sure, I don't remember the name. It's Tiger
Sharks.
No, not Street Sharks. That was Vin Diesel.
Tiger Sharks. I think it was.
Here are those casters real quick.
There we
They
go.
even got some molding on the bottom.
Yeah.
Not a ton, but there's something there.
The fact that it doesn't vroom really kind of. That would be my only other nitpick. Like, maybe just put casters in the back and have the treads move, but for the most part, just have them be there for.
Yeah, I've seen some people say that the way they
Window
room it is to kind of lift up the back,
Uh-huh.
and then you can roll it on the front wheels.
Yeah, that's not.
Anybody doing that? That's why.
No, I want to see those treads move.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do the same thing with my turtle figures, man. I'm gonna do that type of shelf as well because I got that Arsenal tank thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
15 and a half wide across the paws. The back isn't much wider. It might be an extra inch overall wider. And then back to front, you're looking at about 28 centimeters.
Yeah.
It's a big unit.
Much wider than my shelves.
It's definitely substantial. I mean, it might be 18 wide at the widest. So it's a big unit.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this thing.
So now that we've seen what they can do with the Thunder Tank, how confident are you guys that their turtle van is going to be just as good?
I passed on that.
I also passed. I went the NECA route, and I don't even know why I did that. It was there for pre-order, and I just clicked the button. I don't know. I'm not the biggest turtle fan.
I might have ordered it, and I don't even remember.
Yeah, I went with the Underground Arsenal, and it's really good, really good. So I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah, I've seen reviews on that. That thing's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that does have lights in it.
It does. Yeah.
Now the question remains: Cat's Lair.
Oh.
Right.
Well, if it's any indication of what they did with the E-Man line, I can see it happening.
Well, this Thunder Tank has to fit in the Paul garage.
Oh, Jesus. Dude, I doubt that's ever happening, or it's going to be 3K easy.
3K? It's going to be, it would have to be, Jesus, it would probably have to be about 30 feet tall to be in scale.
Well, no, but it would need to be huge, and it can be hollow, right? Because the thing just...
It's got to be huge.
Yeah, but it can be hollow.
You need the round table.
You know what they should have did? They should have one of the shipping boxes. They should have made it look like a cat's paw.
Agreed. As many as they gave you.
You know, to be fair, someone should just try to make one out of cardboard. Make a cat's lair out of cardboard. Then here's some dimensions. Here's some instructions. People have at it.
Well, we
all have cardboard laying around.
Fact.
Somebody made a Fans Toys scaled Fort Max. 3D printed the body for Fort Max.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It was huge. It was a big boy. Anything is possible.
I want a Sky Cutter?
That would be neat. Yeah,
that's what I want.
That was a fun little plane, man. It could roll on the ground and take off.
And you got the little flip out pizza cutters on the sides. And
yep.
It was a cool design. It's completely unaerodynamic, but who cares?
Who has logic when it comes to fantasy?
One thing I'd like to see, maybe not in this scale, but I don't know. There was in the later episodes, there was a vehicle called the Thunder Strike. It was when Linkso, Humaira, and Bengali came around, and it was a big cat head with wings, and then there were two pods on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like the Silverhawks Mirage type of thing. And I think
didn't they have to fly in it like laying down, like face down?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
And it was never made. There was you saw it in the toy catalogs, like as a prototype, but it never came out. And I'd like to see that. I mean, maybe like even just a model or something like that. Even a Hot Wheel. I think it would be fine with me.
Oh, that would be cool.
What about the little portable submarines with the nose cone drill?
Oh, the nose diver.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. You just have an open canopy, but because it's clear, it's watertight.
That's true. The only people we saw use it underwater though was Slide, right? I don't think we saw like
that was his vehicle because they would, Jackal Man and the hell's the other one?
Monkey.
Vulture Man. They would Monkey and Monkey. They would always use the Sky Cutters, and he would always use the nose diver or whatever.
Yep. And he could probably breathe underwater because he's a lizard or some kind.
I kind of hope they make the Mirage for the Silverhawks. I'd be down for that.
Thing is going to be as big as that McFarlane Batwing.
Batwing, yep. I agree, but I can wall mount it hopefully.
I got
McFarlane can make something to wall mount. There you go.
I got the Lego Batwing, so I'm good with that one.
Same, I got it as well. I just got to build it.
I have that DC Collectibles animated one. Never took it out of the box either.
Oh, that could be wall mounted too, right?
I'm sure it could be, yeah.
I was waiting for that thing to go on sale, and then when it finally did, I'm like, do I really want that?
When it went on, that's when I grabbed it. I think it was Amazon. Like I was like, all right, fine. Yeah, I'll figure this out later. But
Ace, did you wall mount your Batwing?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. It comes with all the hardware for it, right?
No, because you don't need hardware. It's literally if you take the seat out of the cockpit, there's a hole. Like you take two half circle pieces and you make a hole, and you just put a screw in the wall and put it on there.
Huh. But you got to remove the seat.
Yeah, but then you put the seat back when you're done.
Oh, okay, all right.
You take the seat out, mount
Lego.
it, pop the seat back in, you close the canopy, and it's good.
Bet.
Hold on. Through the disaster.
Oh my goodness, Ace. This place is a disaster.
There you go.
Looks good.
You're gonna need a bigger basement.
Gonna need a bigger boat. But yeah, it is cool. I think it's worth the money just for the presence and for the I think it's very well done. It's not it's not going to be Hot Toys level of perfection and paint and everything else, but for what it is, it's everything I ever wanted in a Thunder Tank.
Yeah, exactly. If they had thrown another $100 in it, then it would have really shined. But
I mean, the only thing they could do to make it any better, I think, would just be more paint on the outside, on the gray. Yeah. But I don't think it needs it. I don't care about that.
But, I mean, you got to remember this goes with Super 7 $55 figures, right? It's not like the Hot Toys Batmobile, which goes with like a $300 Hot Toys figure. You know what I mean? Where it's got to really look the part.
Like there's little things. Like I would have liked this to have been spring loaded. Yeah. I would have liked this to have been a little bit taller. But it's everything is nitpicky.
And kudos for them for doing it too. Like this easily in today's age would have been a crowdfunded thing, and then we would have had to deal with all the garbage that goes with crowdfunds nowadays.
Well, they didn't they did make to order, right?
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
They open up the pre-order, say buy it, however many you buy, we'll make.
Kudos to them for just fucking doing it,
Over 5,000. I forget what my box number was, but I know it was over 5. It says something out of 5,000, something 48 or something like that.
Right. Because, like you said, Ace, this is the Thunder Tank we've always wanted, and they did it.
Yep. Mama made it.
All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns?
Nope. Not at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going for now.
Do you have an MP10 for scale? Jeez.
Look at that.
God damn.
That's nuts.
Oh my god, that thing's big.
Wow. Primes never look more heroic.
I know, right?
One shall
Yeah.
stand.
Ace, were you asking what they're going for now? I mean, they're not sold out.
Oh, you can still order them?
Yeah, I mean, even BBTS still has them.
Well, they would have bought them aftermarket, technically, because...
Well, BBTS
No, they
is
went up
selling
for
it for
pre-order.
they're selling it for 500.
Yep.
So they had it on there as a alternate way of purchasing. Sideshow might still have them. So, I mean, we might see a
450
sale.
for free.
We might see a sale this year on
I don't
these.
think you'll see a sale.
No?
Then they're gonna play the long game because they know the other ones are still coming out.
You know,
Wily Kids, Snarf.
put like $400, something like that, maybe.
Oof. That'd be a kick in the teeth.
Yeah, well,
And Sideshow,
$400 free shipping. I guess.
Sideshow didn't give you free shipping, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
they did.
Oh, they did?
yep. And we paid what, $450 there,
$450.
right? Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
I'm still not crazy about the fact that those shipped out a little earlier than the people that ordered directly from Super 7, but...
I watched an
Dude, that
interview.
sounds like Hasbro.
Yeah, I watched an interview with Brian Flynn, and he said that that they finally have their factory stuff all figured out, and people who pre-order through Super 7 should be getting their stuff first in the future.
I mean, it's not obviously it's not the end of the world. They had it in the box for like 5 weeks anyway.
Exactly.
So I'm not exactly crying over it. I'm just like, it's a little.
Oh, but there's people who were.
I'm sure there's people who cry over fucking everything.
Well, I mean, you expect to go to the source to get it first, right?
Yep,
So-
TF doors.
I mean, you know, I used to think that same way until I realized how Hasbro does their distribution. You buy something for Hasbro, you think you'll get it first, but nope, they take care of their suppliers first, and I get it. I mean, those are the people who keep them in business, not technically.
Well,
So
technically,
you gotta feed them.
Prime versus Prime gets it first, and then distribution gets it.
Right.
But yeah, there's really nothing else to say about it. It's the Thunder Tank. It's unmistakable.
It's me, baby.
I think it's worth it. I say if you're on the fence, I would go for it.
I think everyone on the show has gotten it, and everyone likes it. Well, Brink hasn't
Even
opened
JD,
his
who's
yet,
not here,
but-
has already gotten it too.
Correct.
I mean, if you're only going to have one thing from Thundercats besides the figures,
That's it.
that's what you want. Now, if they would have put out a Cat's Lair and did something so it was big but not unmanageable, and they said they're not going to do the Thunder Tank, you go for that.
No.
Dude, that would be hard to say no to, a Cat's Lair, but I mean, I'm out of room. There's just I
honestly, I don't have. I literally bought this hoping it was going to fit in my display case. I think it'll be okay. It might hang over a little bit, but I just won't put the doors on.
You were living on the prayer, huh, Ace?
I was like, worst case scenarios, I'll put it on the top of the display case. It'll look shitty, but at least it'll be there. But yeah, it's very cool. It's very fun.
How heavy is it?
How heavy is it?
Yeah, I mean it's heavy, right?
I'm gonna say like a Shiba Inu. I would say
17, 18 pounds.
I'd say maybe like a what do you call it? I'm screwing on my own joke. I would say like 3/4 of a Garfield. Maybe 2 tabbies. He's a beefy boy. It's also very back heavy. I feel like all the weight's in the back. Oh no. I feel like the weight's like here.
Oh, that's good.
If that makes any sense. All right, now we're rambling.
Yes, let's go.
Let's make it a quick one. Oh, we still went almost an hour anyway. Let's get out of here. Did we get the chat?
I did, sir. I got Kenny A in the building. Dr. Diecast. Shout out to Sanjay for joining us for the first time in a long time. Toy Mafia, P. Ferguson, Lowell Martins, Eric Von Wolfenstein, Ash Bailey, and that was it. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out, guys.
All right, let's do some way outs and we'll get out of here. Mr. Brink.
Brink Flash on Instagram. And see you on Monday for ETR and the Robot News.
Don't tell me what to do. Mr. Eric B.
Yo, Eric B in the building. You can find me on Facebook. Eric Burgess on Facebook, Mr._EDUB82 on Instagram, and at Kennedy's Village for our foundation on all your social media platforms, kennedysvillage.org, if you want to keep up with what's the know, and we'll be revamping that website pretty soon here, so stay tuned for that. What about you, Ace?
All right, I am at Ace Milo pretty much everywhere. Follow the Cool Table Network shows. You know what they are, you know where to find them. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, join it, Realm of Collectors. I don't know why you'd be watching this and you wouldn't be, but if for some reason you're not, go do that.
Answer the questions.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I put up a couple of sales posts recently. I sold a few things, and I'm like, but I got them to join the Realm, and I'm like, you have to answer the goddamn questions before we'll let you in. It's the first thing. I sent them the link. I'm like, answer the questions. Yeah, there's nothing really coming up show-wise or anything in person. So, yeah, just stay tuned. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us live. Thank you for watching After the Fact, and we'll see you next time.
Peace. See ya.
Say it with me now. Round.